Exorcist, and welcome to the Lair of the Film Exorcist. Tonight, we will be taking a look at Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi, Into the Void. The story is set in the earliest days of galactic history, and focuses on the story of Lonry Brock, a Jedi Ranger who must stop her long-lost brother from unleashing a device that could destroy the entire galaxy and the entire Tython system. Now, before we move on to my opinion, I'd like to just announce that this video is sponsored by Animal. So go buy yourself some amazing low-priced anime merch, including cute figurines to brighten up your collection. And every time you use the code FILM, you'll get 5% off your purchases. Okay, first off, did anyone else want to kill Tree or Trisana? Because I know I did. The reason for this would be that he felt so useless during the story. Really, it seemed like he was there just to give an explanation for the criminal side of the galaxy, and it also seemed like they tried to make him the cool rebel of the story. But honestly, he just came off as a lame character with no particular reason other than to give Lonry a guide and a partner. I also wish that this story actually turned into the origins of the first Dark Jedi, or Sith, with all the decapitations and dark force powers, but it wasn't. Turns out, this really was a mystery story taking place in the Star Wars universe, and honestly, the only part I really liked was the ending with the conflict between Dalian and Lonry, and the flashback sequences where we see why Dale is trying to open the Hypergate, while also showing that the Jedi were just as corrupt as they were during the Knights of the Old Republic games, and later on in the Clone Wars. And you can kind of see Dalian as this story's Anakin Skywalker. And yes guys, you heard me right. They named him Dalian. So, I guess they thought Dale and Alien mixed together would be a great name. Think. Please. Please. I know this is supposed to be I guess a canon mixed with Legends story, but Dalian? Really? Now, except he's just trying to advance his knowledge of the galaxy, and he'll do whatever it takes to reach this goal, even going as far to try and kill his own sister. So yeah, while I wasn't too fond of a lot of the mystery in the story, I will say that the action did kind of improve it. But not by much. So while I won't say that this is one of the worst novels I've read so far, I will say that it could be so much better for the first book in the Legends timeline. And yes, I know there is technically a earlier version or a book that takes place before this, or a short story called Eruption that comes at the end of the book. But right now I'm not counting short stories because 1, they're really hard to find. 2, the only other one that takes place during this timeline or after it or around it would be the Lost Tribe of the Sith short stories, and I've heard they're complete crap, so I don't think I'm ever gonna touch them. At the ideas of another reviewer who I can't completely remember. So, while I won't say that this is the worst novel I've read, it could be so much better for the first book in the Legends timeline / canon timeline. And I'm sadly gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10, just barely coming ahead of Test of Courage. So I'd recommend this to any completionists, but that's about it. I wouldn't say that you have to read it if you don't want to, so please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click the little notification bell at the bottom, and have a great night, and may the Force be with you always.